Hi guys, and welcome to Java NetBeans tutorial of a currency converter. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how this works. So first of all, let's reset, and we can just enter whatever amount in there that we want to convert, and we are converting with the British pounds. Then we want to convert it to, let's say, Canadian. What we just need to do is click on the conversion button. There we go. That is it. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to exit out and we start a new project entirely. So let's go to File, click on New Project, and inside Java NetBeans, make sure you select Java with and the project select Java application. Click on Next. Give your project name. I'm going to call that J Currency Converter. There we go. That's going to be the name of my project, and right underneath here, if you guys notice, there's a check button here called create main class. I'm going to uncheck that. Click on finish, and there we go. That is my J converter there. So right click on your J converter, select new, and let's select J form, J frame form. Give your project a name. I'm going to call it exactly the same name, J currency converter, and where we have package, I'm going to change that to J currency converter as well, and just click on finish. There we go. That's my interface now ready. So right click on this interface and let's select set layout. Select absolute layout. There. So just drag your form that much. I think that will do. Yeah, that will do. Now the first thing that I want is I'm going to go straight to the palette here and just select panel and drop the panel right there. Stretch it, and let's go to the properties for this panel. Click on the properties, and I will then go straight to the border of this very panel. So right in here, click on the border, select line border here, and here the color, I'm going to change the color to red blue, or you can just click on this and select RGB and just enter 95. The choice is yours, whatever color you want to use. And I'm going to make this 158, and in here I'm going to make that 160, and that's cadet blue. And this is the other code that you can use. Click on OK, and here you see where it says the thickness. I'm going to change that thickness to about, let's see how 20 will look like. There we go. That's the thickness. That's fine for me. I think maybe a little bit thicker, but for now that's good. I can always change that. All right, that's fine. Well, let's go back to that properties and just change that thickness a little bit more. We're gonna make it, let's go for 30 and see how that's gonna look like. Okay, that's more pronounced. So I'm gonna copy this now. But before then, let's right click on it first, select the layout and select absolute layout. All right, with the absolute layout, you can always place your other component wherever you want. So that is why I prefer going for the absolute layout. All right, I'm going to copy this very frame, paste it right here, drag it just that much, and this label, J label, let's come to the properties again and change that properties, the text content on it. I'm going to change that to currency. Converter there. increase the font size. That's the font right there. Just change it to something a little bit much more readable. So I'm going to make that maybe about 68. Okay. All right, I'm going to change the font again. Go back to the font. I want to make sure it's bold. And 68 seems to be a little bit too small for what I want. So I'm going to make that 70 and make sure it's bold. There we go. That's more pronounced. That's how I want it. There. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add some more data to the second frame that I have in here. But before then, let's copy the second frame. Control and just copy, paste. I have two, then one more. I think it's underneath here. Now let's copy that. Copy, paste. Right. Bring this down a little bit. Okay, the one I have up here, just drag it that much. Make sure they are all aligned. Right. Looking good so far. And this one here, let's reduce that a little bit. Yeah. Okay, and increase this. Now this label, let's change the font of all these labels. Make them bold and much more pronounced. I think I'm going to make it about 30. Bold. Okay, that is fine. Bring this label up here. What I need. I think 4 of those. Yep. Okay, 3 here. I can even just copy, paste it in here. Right. And this very first one, I'm just going to call that amount. Or just you can right click on it and select text and just type in amount. The one below, right click text. I'm going to say from currency. And the one right underneath that is going to be known as to currency, the currency that I'm converting it to. That's good. So the one below that is going to be known as amounts converted. Okay, yes. There, that's fine. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm going to add text field. Grab hold of this, dump it right there. Let's drag it out much. And I'm going to enhance this text box before I do any other thing. Let's come right here and just make that about 30 bold as well. 30 bold. Okay, very good. Control C, copy that very one and paste it right in here. Let's do that again. Or maybe copy. And let's see if I can paste it here. There we go. Right in here. That is fine. Now, I need to add 2 combo box. Click on that combo box, paste, drag, and change the properties to the text property. Where is it? This very one. Make it bold, 30, and bold. There we go. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is, instead of me copying this right away, I'm going to go straight to the properties and look for where we have model. This very one. Look at it. Click in here. you can see we have 4 items. Get rid of those 4 items. Add the following. The first is going to be BP, GBP space dash, and I'm just going to call that Britain. There. Next underneath is going to be Canada. I'm going to call that Canadian dollar. Okay, you guys get that? So I'm going to speed that up, then show you guys end product. Okay, guys, those are the countries that I've listed into the or onto the combo box. Okay, so all I then need to do is click on OK. There, you see that? So I can now copy it. Let's right click, copy, and let's paste it right here. The second one, drag, drop it there. All right, so everything is now in place. So if I run it now, first of all, I'm going to save what I've done so far. Compile it first before running it. Okay, click on run. Click on OK. There we go. Look at that. So we can then select whatever country you want to convert. All right, so let's continue. Now the next thing I want to do is right underneath here, and I want to add buttons. Okay, let's come right here. Let's add the highlight here. I need buttons. Very good. Drop one in here and just enhance this before copying it. Go to the properties. Let's change that to something much more user friendly. I'm going to make the font about 36 bold. There, and the text content on it, right click, change the text content to convert or converter. Yeah, that will do. Now let's give that a name as well. So I'm going to right click again, go to change variable name. So let's just call it JBTN convert. So that would be the variable name. Right, that's fine. Click on OK. So let's copy it. Okay. Control C and paste. Okay, I'm going to copy again and paste. All right. So let's change the name of these two that have just been copied. Change this one to reset. And the variable name, I'm going to make that JBTN reset. Click on OK. Now, let's do the same thing for this next one. Let's change that to exit. And the name is going to be JBTN exit. Brilliant. That's ready. Now, let's give the other names. This is going to be called amount converted. Amount converted. There we go. And this text box here, let's change that to JTXT converted, something like that. Yeah, I think that will be the ideal name for it. JBTN amount converted. TXT amount converted. JTXT amount converted. There. Click on OK. And we need to do the same thing for this combo box. This is going to be known as, let's change that name to to currency. Yeah, to currency. There we go. And this is going to be known as J from currency. From currency. That's good. Click on OK. And the text box. What do we call that? That's going to be TXT amount. JTXT amount. JTXT amount. That's good. Now let's get rid of the text content we have in there. Delete and do the same thing for this one here. Text. Delete. That's fine. Brilliant. Okay, the next thing now, let's just drag this. I want it to be at the same level with the buttons. Yeah. Okay, something like that. That'll do. Now that they all have their own respective names, let's do one thing. Start work on the coding. Okay. So with the maybe I should actually take care of the exit button first. Okay, so let's do that. With the exit button, right click on it, select event, action perform, click on OK. And right here, I believe you guys can see that. Get rid of that JBTN exit. So right up here, first of all, I'm going to call the private frame that I intend to use private. That will be J frame, and I'm just going to give it an alias called frame as well. There, that's like me calling the library that I intend to use. As you can see, there's error in there. If I click on this now, and all we just need to do is to import the javax.swing frame. Click on that. Yes, there we go. So right underneath here, I'm now going to make use of the frame that will be equals new jframe, and this jframe is going to let's have an alias, maybe exit, something like that. Yeah, that will do. And just end it to the comma here. There. And right underneath here, I'm now going to use conditional statement. I will say if j option plain dot show j option plain dot show confirm dialog. Okay, so that is going. Let's see this first. Right click. Okay, I need to import the library for that. To prevent all of these errors showing up, let's go up here and just add the following libraries. All right, those are the libraries that you guys will need. Okay, so let's continue. Now, j option plain dot show. And what do we want it to do? We want the frame. Inside the frame, we just want it to say confirm if you want to exit. So I'm going to come in here now, open up a bracket and just enter my frame here is going to be confirm if you want to exit. And if the user here selects exits, then the system should actually close. But before then, let's just add the title of my project. I'm going to call that currency converter. So put a comma there. I'm going to press enter. Then I'm I'm now going to call the option that I intend to use, which is going to be yes or no. So I will just say, copy that, paste that here. J option claim dot yes or no. Yeah, let's go for yes or no option. And here I'm going to say equals option J option dot yes or no. So those are up. I'll come right down here, open up curly braces, or some people call it statement block. In there, I'm just going to say system dot exit. Open up a parameter and it's 0 in there. And that is it. That is your exit lines of codes. So if we want, let's try that out. Click on that and there we go. No, I don't want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit. Okay, so exit is taken care of. Okay guys, while at it, we might as well take care of the reset. So I'm going to right click on the reset. Let's come here, event, and let's select action perform. And right in here, reset deletes that. So let's say JTXT, and that is called amount dot and open up a brackets and just get it clicked, and that's it. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other one that is called amount convert. So let's copy this, paste that in here, and just enter amount converted. There we go. That's brilliant. Now the next thing is going to be J from currency. That is the combo box. Currency dot set selected index. Yeah. And that selected index, I'm just going to make it -1. Okay. Right there inside the parentheses, look at it, -1. So just grab that, copy that for the other one, or undo whatever I just done. Copy this and paste it right underneath here for to currency. So officially I've taken care of both exit and reset. So let's try that out. Compile and run. So enter whatever in here and here as well, and just click on reset. There we go. All right, that's fine. So reset works as we want. Now the next one we want to take care of is going to be the, see, we need to take care of the function that will take care of all of the calculations. Now let's exit out and come right inside the code development area, and underneath here, you see underneath the reset button, doesn't have to be there, it can be wherever you choose, provided it's within the coding area. So I'm going to create my function. So let's just draw a line so that I can know where my functions is. So I only need one function that I'll use to take care of the calculation. There we go. So my function is going to be within these commented lines. Now, the first thing is, let's start by making it public. So I'm going to say public double and just give it a name. double. That is the data type that I'm going to be using, and the name for my function is going to be known as convert currency, something like that we do. Yeah, currency. And in here, create another variable, and I'm going to just call that amount, comma. Then I'm going to create two string variable. One is going to be known as from and to. Let's copy that, paste that in here. Let's say string from. I'm going to change this uppercase to lowercase, and the other one is going to be string to. So let's just copy all of this. So comma. So which means whatever you enter in there is going to be in string format before it is converted there. Okay, so come right down here and let's enter, or I can just enter statement block, and inside the statement block I'm going to create a map that I will use to take care of the string variables. So I'm going to say map string comma double, and I will then declare my conversion rate. Conversion rate is going to be new hash map. So that is my object that will take care of the conversion. Enter parentheses and column. Right. Now that is taken care of. Now I'm going to define the rate of my or the exchange rate. Okay, using this conversion rate. Start by saying conversion rate dot put, and what are we adding in there is going to be BG, no, GBP, and the rate of that conversion is 1.0. That's the very first conversion rate. Okay, that is fine. Now the next one, so I'm just going to copy this and just, okay guys, right there, just have to speed up this very function that is using or that I'm going to be using in carrying out the calculations. Right, so this is the various conversion rate. You can also add as many conversion rate. The choice is yours, whatever you want to add. Just add more and make sure you list the country's details. I can still remember one of my viewers out there was actually telling me about Zambia's currency. Maybe I should add that. So I'm just going to add that to it. Okay, which means if I add Zambia, I think this is what it sent me. So I just copied that. So Zambia is ZMK. So I'm going to change that to ZMK. And some people call it ZMK. Okay, then. So you see this Zambia currency? I'm going to paste that inside my combo box. So let's get rid of all of this. So Zambia on we do. You can add more there, but the problem is, it's not a problem really. I don't know the exchange rate of Zambia, so I'm going to look at that as well. Maybe for now, I'm just going to enter about maybe something like that. And I'll check out the exchange rate online and I'll change that. So let's go back to my design view in here. Select Okay, select the combo box, go to the properties of this combo box, and then go to model, and I'm just gonna add Zambia there. It's actually Z, I think ZMK, something like that. Zambia, yeah, ZMK. So get rid of this. So that's Zambia there. So I'm gonna copy that and paste it on the second one here. Properties, and where is that here? And just bang Zambia there as well. Okay, click on OK. So that's fine. Now have a good look at the function that I've just put together. There we go. That is the function. Take it from here, bring it down. That is the function that will carry out all my calculation for me. Okay, but let's go online and just check out the exchange rate of Zambia. So £1 to Zambia currency, and there we go, guys. So £1 is equivalent to 33.76 Zambian kwacha. Okay, so let's change that. So you can always get all your conversion rate here. So I'm going to go back and just change it to 33.76. Okay, Zambia kwacha. I believe that's how it's pronounced. So let's go back in here to the design view, and I'm just going to change that to Zambia kwacha. Go to model and just enter kwacha there. There we go. And repeat the same thing for the other one. There. Okay. So I'm going to compile and just run that, though my calculation will not work yet. And that is the Zambia kwacha there. Alright, so let's go back. Now, to take care of the converter itself, right click and let's select event action and action perform. And right here, delete that. First of all, I'm going to declare the following: double amount. That's my first variable. The second one is going to be from and to. So I'm going to grab hold of this instead of just typing the all. Dump it right here and just enter string right here. Alright, change that to lowercase and get rid of all of this. So that is my second one. Get rid of this. So I need a string here as well. There we go. Don't worry about the underline. The underline is just there because I haven't actually make use of these variables. Once they are used, the underline will be gone. So the next thing is I'm going to declare another variable. I might as well just declare that underneath here is going to be a double. So this double is going to be known as convert amount. There. All right, that's fine. So let's use try. Enter statement block. So in there, I'm going to say amount. That is going to be equals double dot. I want to pass double there. Pass double. And this double that I'm passing is going to be from txt amount. And you should get whatever we have in there. So I'm going to grab hold of this and just dump it right in there. JTXT amount dot get, and what you getting, get whatever is in there. Okay, as the first one. JTSD amount dot gets. Now close that off. The next thing is I'm going to then use the cache statement, right? Cache that is going to be in the number format. The number format exception. Okay, so now the exception E will take care of any error that I might run into. So I'm going to use the J option plain. So in this case, that's going to be for message. Paste that in here. J option plain dot show message. Let's see message. Show message dialog, and this message dialog, let's say this, which is the application, the frame. That would be, let's say, please enter. Please enter a valid number, comma, we can say exception, no, we can say exclamation, comma, then let's grab hold of option plain, paste that in there, dot of error message. Let's look for error. E for error message. Yeah, there we go. Error message. And that's it. And then enter semicolon. Press enter. Now the next thing is the next thing will be the txt amount. I'm gonna clear it, then yeah, let's grab hold of all of these instead of me rewriting. Okay, that's set and clear that. Then I will also make a request for a focus dot request focus. So the cursor should be focused in there. Once that is taken care of, return and start all over. That's good. Now that that is done, we now want to take care of the calculation. Else, do as follows. From currency, that will be equals J from currency dot get selected item. Let's say selected item dot convert it to string dot substring, and that is 0 comma, let's say 3 there. And the same thing is going to be repeated for the other one, that is J. That will be to J2 currency. I'm actually addressing the combo box here, and this one will be to And that is that done. Now that that is done, we now need to do the last thing, and that is to take care of the calculation itself. So copy that, come right down here, paste, and that is going to be convert amount equals convert currency, which is the function that was created. I'm now calling that very function. Paste that in here. Convert currency, and what are we converting? We're converting all of these my variables in there. Amount. Paste and comma. We're converting the from currency. Paste comma and to currency. Paste and end it with semicolon. Now that that is done, we now want to store this create amount. We want to store it somewhere, and that is going to be JTXT amount converted dot sets text, and whatever text we set in, that is the amount, this very one, and this and this. So I'm going to grab hold of these three, paste them in here. First of all, I want the amount to show, so there's a plus, add a speech mark, open up. Okay, now add a speech mark, add the currency, then we also want it to add the total. So I'm going to paste this here, and this time around I just put equals in there. Okay, equals the amount, the current amount, the converted amount. The converted amount will be here, and the what currency. That is it. Done. Amount you're converting from, the converted amount to whatever currency you just converted it to. And that is all there is to it. Okay, guys, all done. So all that we just need to do now is to try it out. But then before I leave, take a good look at the currency converter calculations and have a good look at the functions that was put together. Then the other two, which is exit and reset. Exit here, reset here, and that's all there is to it. So I'm going to come down, look at it, the conversion and the conversion function. So let's run that. Compile, run. Select whatever, let's say about 54. 54, want to convert 54 pound to Zambia money. There we go, look at that. That's brilliant, guys. Let's change that to maybe Australian. Oh, you can always format this. Let's go for Swiss. And that's it, guys. That is how you create your own currency converter in Java then. So look at this. It's a spelling error here. Let's correct that before I call it the end of the day. Alright, right click on that, come in here and let's change that. There we go, correct it. Now, run one more time and convert it to Canadian dollar. There we go, guys. So with that, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. Please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. You all have a nice day now, guys, and bye for now.